Bonjour tout le monde! Welcome back to the channel. Today we are counting down the top 10 must-have souvenirs from Switzerland. If you want something special to remember your trip by, I've got you covered. But just a preface though, I'm a foodie, so 80% of this are food items. I mean, the way to someone's heart is through the stomach, right? So, without further ado, let's dive in and discover the best Swiss souvenirs you'll want to pack in your suitcase. As the home of chocolate, this is perhaps the most popular and famous souvenir from Switzerland. Swiss chocolates have earned its international reputation for its high quality, and seriously, once you have tried Swiss chocolates, there's just no going back because other chocolates would suck so bad. There are many chocolate brands in Switzerland, but here are some of my favorites. Ragusa, Ovomaltine, Kagi. This brunch chocolate is actually really popular in Switzerland. It comes in two brands, Moons and Hauba. The one that I got is Hauba. The thing about brunch chocolates is that they usually comes in a huge box of 50 or 70, and you could just separate them into little gift bags for your friends. So it really comes in pretty handy. And of course, the world famous Lindt chocolate. Because I could easily find them in Singapore, I didn't buy them home. In my opinion, Swiss chocolates are the best souvenirs to give to your family and friends. Moving on, we have the most popular cocoa drink in Switzerland, the sippable Swiss chocolate indulgence. There are three types of flavors, the original, the dark and the white. And just a side note, I know that in Asia, or specifically Singapore, we like to add water to our cocoa powder such as Milo. There's actually a Cautina Pronto version where you add water, but I highly recommend you to try the original Cautina where you have to add either hot or cold milk, and it just changes the whole game of drinkable chocolate. It's just so good. Crumbly is Switzerland's best known and popular biscuit brand. You are going to be spoiled for choice as there are more than 30 fine biscuits products available, but here are my top 3. First up, we have the butterfly biscuits. It's the world's thinnest fine biscuit prepared with fresh butter, cream and fine almonds. And these are so addictive. I could just eat one box in one sitting. It's just once you start, you just can't stop eating it. Next, we have the Matterhorn. Aesthetic wise, this is a good souvenir because Matterhorn is a symbol or icon of Switzerland. And it tastes just as good as it looks. Fine butter biscuit with Swiss milk chocolate with flakes of honey nougat. This is so freaking good. And lastly, Bretzli, made according to the original recipe of Oscar Crumbly's grandmother. Fresh butter and eggs from Emmental and flour from the village mill gives Switzerland's most popular biscuit brand its incomparable taste. And as you can see, I actually bought an entire box of this because I want to give it out to my friends. This is a box of 300 pieces. Crumbly is the epitome of the Swiss tradition of fine biscuits for 4 generations now. This is definitely a must-buy for a Swiss souvenir. Next, we have Aromat. This seasoning is a staple on Swiss tables. It is an iconic product that you can find anywhere in shops and restaurants in Switzerland, and it is so addictive. You can put this seasoning in literally everything. Salad, pasta, rice, cucumbers, soup, etc. The first time I tried Aromat was on cucumber as a side dish when I was invited to a dinner, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. I have never had cucumbers like that. I went home and I actually put normal salt on cucumbers and it just doesn't taste exactly the same. So I went back and asked my hosts what seasoning did they use, and that's how I came to know about Aromat. Since then, it has become a staple in my kitchen and I cannot live without it. So I think this would be a good souvenir. Aromat usually comes in the regular size, but I decided to get this travel size pack for my friends because I wasn't sure if they were gonna like it. I just wanted to let them try. If they love it, maybe during my next trip back, I'll bring them a regular sized one. This one is a no-brainer. In the land of cheese, you gotta bring home some Swiss cheese with you. There are more than 450 types of cheeses in Switzerland. Here are some of the most popular Swiss cheeses that you should try. Within Switzerland, the most popular cheese is Gruyere. Emmental, the cheese with Host, which is usually referred to as the Swiss cheese, followed by Appenzeller, as you can see it's already like half eaten, raclette. You can also bring home some fondue mix. The most popular one is the moitié-moitié Gruyère and Vacherin. Next is a famous brand of herbal drops and candies that soothes throat irritations with a mixture of 13 natural Swiss herbs made from a recipe that is unchanged from 1940. And I'm sure given its international success, Ricola is not a foreign name and you can even find them in several countries. But I have a friend called Rico, so I bought it as a souvenir for him. But of course, I made sure to choose the flavors that are not available in Singapore, such as sage, raspberry lemon balm, honey lemon, and herbs and caramel. Here are some local drinks that you can consider buying as your souvenirs. Here we have Rivella, which is the national drink of Switzerland, made from milk whey. I would say that it has a unique taste. Some love it, some hate it, and it actually comes in 3 versions. There is the original, there's a less sugar, and there's also a vegan version that I bought for my parents. Next, we have Migos iced tea, which is a cult favorite for summer, and there's an ongoing debate of whether the peach or the citron tastes better. Just get both and get the ones that is in carton because it just somehow tastes better than the bottled ones. Lastly, we have the Ramsier. It is the most popular apple juice in Switzerland, and I love the sparkling version one because it's just so refreshing and so addictive. Made from fully ripe, freshly harvested Swiss apples with no artificial sugar added. Speaking about beverages in Switzerland, Swiss wine is a rarity. Only 1% is being exported, and that's because the Swiss likes to keep their wines to themselves. Domestic demand is so high that little remains for export. Switzerland's wine growing industry is divided between 6 regions. Each of these has its own distinctive character. So, conclusion, a trip to Switzerland is almost essential if you want to discover Swiss wines. You can probably get them at the duty-free at the airport. The Swiss Army knife by Victorinox has become an iconic symbol of Swiss precision, utility, and craftsmanship. The Swiss Army knife is a versatile tool with a variety of blades and tools, which makes it useful for a wide range of tasks. This makes a good souvenir for family and friends who are travelers, campers, military personnel, and everyday users from around the world. And the good thing is that you can personalize with an engraving of your friend's name. We actually got a Swiss Army knife for our friend who is an outdoor enthusiast, and he was so happy to receive it because it's such a cute gift. If you're an avid collector of stamps, these 2 booklets are a must-have. These booklets are available in the airports of Zurich and Geneva, as well as the tourist offices where most of the stamp sites are. The train stamps are available in the following locations: Montreux, Interlaken, Luzern, Zurich, at the Rhine Falls, St. Gallen, Lugano, St. Moritz. The booklet also provides a bucket list for each location with exciting fun facts about each Swiss cities and sites that would make your trip even more enriching. You can also jot down highlights of your trip. It's like a mini travel diary, really. It's so cute. When you are in the land of cheese, visiting a cheese factory is an absolute must-do when you are in Switzerland. This booklet also allows you to learn all about the cheese making process in Switzerland, as well as the information about the show dairies that you are about to visit. This is also a pretty good souvenir of your trip to Switzerland. So, this marks the end of this video. I hope you find the above information helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications for more. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!